And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy.
There he goes! He's at the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
One of the things I love about college football, guys, the good old option play. I know the game's changing and we're moving to tempo and spread, but the option is still well and alive. QB pitching to his tailback to see what he can do.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wilson to pass. Oh, they're after him! Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We've had a few receivers win the Heisman in recent years. Devontae Smith was special. Travis Hunter on a different level, playing both ways. But what does it take for a receiver to receive this type of Heisman hype, Jesse?
Well, you have to keep making plays when everybody in the world knows the quarterback's throwing you the football. And that's what those Heisman Trophy winners were able to do. You get back to guys like Desmond Howard. He stepped up whenever he had an opportunity on the biggest stages, and that's what this guy has to do today.
Oh, and that's for everybody, right? Down the stretch when it matters most, you have to be elite. But for a receiver, it's hard because you're depending on the quarterback. He's got to get you the football, but making those big...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one.
Got it in stride at the 15. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Bringing it up. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Iron sharpens iron.
Breaks him again. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wilson to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Runs through the tackle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Fires to the big fella. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
He's got an open man. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna swing it on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. On the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll do it himself. He plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wilson to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's got him this time. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Snagged in the middle. It's terrible. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it'll be a touchdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Knowles will hustle to the line. Wilson will throw. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the line, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Offense lining up quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback running on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. Powers through. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw, because he put it out.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Pass mistakes, and he may get more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
He fires one deep down the right side. No one's going to get it. Touchdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Central Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Chippewas on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Charlotte. And we've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up.
Get set.
Wilson to pass. Finds the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Noles are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Smith wants to throw. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Trying to do it on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Knowles! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Snagged out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come. Looking deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got more. Nice pickup on the return. But they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turner. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they reacted well with the conversion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Direct snap. It's Turner. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. It's gone. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Campbell. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now, here's second and long. Offense changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set. First down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another set.
Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.